Hello everyone. Today we are going to do a what does spirit have to say to you? What's a piece of advice that spirit has to say, or what is spirit trying to communicate to you in this moment? We're going to go ahead and pull one card to start. Oop, we had it fly on out, and we'll go ahead and see what the base of this message is. As always, if you are interested in booking a personal with me, the link to that is in the description box below. And you have I reap what I sow. And you have a big, like all of your core chakras are coming out, right? And so I want you to kind of ground and meditate, because I feel like too this could be something more in your heart chakra space about receiving or giving like the most happiness, or receiving the joy and that stuff. So I want you to kind of work a little bit on that, like your core chakras, mainly your heart chakra. But let's see what it says. It says, today I remember that all I think and all I do will come back to me in some way. I understand that I reap the fruits of what I sow, and I fill my life with thoughts and deeds of my abundance, light, and love. I sow the seeds knowing that I will harvest my greatest riches. Yes. If you are feeling really negative or down about a situation, or just in general where it's just kind of been a fog over you lately and you're kind of just like, this is my life, this is how things happen, I want you to get out of that mindset, because spirit is coming through right now to tell you to think positive. Don't allow like others or situations to bring your energy down. And I know it's really hard to say, or really hard to do. It's easy to say, it's hard to do, right? But when you're around that negative energy and then you're in it for so long, you're not aware of everything that is around you until we evolve out of that energy, right? And spirit is telling you to evolve out of that energy, to move past that negativity, whether this is within you, a situation, a friend, a family member, a relationship, whatever this is. We need to move out of that negative energy. Don't allow negative energy in your space. You could pick up on energy pretty easy. And so I feel like when you're around that negative energy, that's what can like kind of bring your mood down, or kind of make you feel a little scattered. And if this is about a certain situation or a certain person, and you're like, thinking bad about this or whatever it is, I want you to kind of switch your mindset and try to think of the good. What do you want to do? What are you trying to manifest? And put that out there and kind of feel like you're already living that. Like feel it in your soul. Don't just think it, but believe it and feel it. And I feel like that's when your seeds are planting and being watered, right? So let's go ahead and pull 3 messages from this, or let's do 4. Let's pull 4 messages, 4 extra messages. All right, so we have mystery, and I feel like that's below the surface, okay? Where it's like, if you really get in tune with like believing and trusting that things are going to work out, like we need to get below the surface and become aware of like truly how we manifest, or like what we can bring forward for us. We have loneliness coming out. We have the journey coming out. And we have treasure. And I was just gonna say, do you see how she's looking at that apple like it is just something special, or like she's just like left the darkness and she's like seeing light for the first time? Okay. And with the loneliness coming out, I feel like you could be somebody who has been very alone, or there's a situation where it's like you've secluded yourself, or you've kind of always just felt this like lonely void in the soul, right? And loneliness is coming out. But in that, it's like we had to learn ourselves, go beneath the surface, like figure ourselves out. And that's what I'm like, there's like depth to this, right? And it's like going within you. Sorry if you hear the dog in the background. He's snoring so loud. But it's like in this, we had like a void in us, okay? And this was a part of the journey to find ourselves, to find our happiness. And it's like something within where it's going to ignite, it's going to light up. And I want to say this is something in your heart space where you've never felt this happy or this joyful, this complete, and whatever this means for you, where it's like there's been a lack of something, and it's been for a really long time. And this could be something that's happened in childhood. This could be something that's happened, in a relationship, a friendship. This could be something recent, something a long time ago. But it's like it's been beneath the surface, and you've closed this side of you off. And it's been a long time since we've opened this up, since we've become aware of this problem. And it's like, I'm going to go within me. I'm finding this happiness in me. I'm like going on this journey. And sometimes when you lose situations or you lose people, it's like you could be in a situation, right, where it's like you have this job, all of a sudden you lose this job. You're in this family, you're in this relationship, all of a sudden, you know, you're out of this relationship, you lose the family, you lose the friends that come with this relationship, and some of you could be like really, you know, migrated into the family, and it's like, as soon as that happens, like we drop a lot of the people or like that situation, and it makes us like kind of seclude from it. And so whatever this was, this could have been recent back then, whenever it was, but it's caused this void. And instead of like acknowledging it, we've kind of shut that side off. And now it's like, I'm going to go within. And it's not that you created this, right? Because it says, I reap what I sow. You didn't create this, but now you're so stuck in this energy of kind of closing this door. And so when it's not that you don't want it, but this door is closed because it's been hurt. Whatever the situation is, I've been let down, whatever it is, okay? And Spirit is telling you to lighten that up. Open that door. Try to like open this door. You are right now behind this door. If you see her, okay, if she wouldn't walk through this door, she's still in that darkness. And it's like, open that door, walk through that door. Don't be so scared. Don't have it closed off. And when things happen, you know, and I think I said this in one of my other videos, and I like seen a comment. And so what I want to say, when Spirit is telling you, whatever this was, it broke your soul, okay? And not to say like that you didn't deserve that, but Spirit is telling you that like you are beautiful, and don't discredit yourself. Don't take something away from yourself, right? Because like we've closed this door. It's darkness there. Don't take that away from yourself because another situation or another person has hindered that. To continue to go for it. And if this is like a goal of yours that you've set to yourself and you're like, you know, this is where I want to be, but you're shut down time after time, continue to go. Stop thinking about being shut down. If this is a relationship that has hurt you and you're like, you know, I've closed the door, don't think of that. If this is a job, whatever this is, there's a void, and it's like, walk through this door. Don't lock yourself in this darkness anymore. And we have treasure coming out. So as soon as we walk through that door, it's like you find something, and it's like within. You find that within, and it's like this happiness, this strength. I feel like you kind of figure out how strong and I want to say like a beast, like there's like a beast inside of you, and like you're going to see how strong you are, how good you can fight, how dedicated you are, and it's going to give you this confidence to bounce back. But it's like you need to go within and notice that void so we can switch the mindset, switch the feeling of this, okay? All right, so and I just had the strength card fall out. It's like right under the camera, so I can't grab it as I'm shuffling. So because the strength has fallen out, right? That's about like pushing through. It is hard. It is hard to push through. And you know, when you have been burned or stabbed in the hand, stabbed in the back, you know, it's like, why would I continue to open this door? Why would I? And Spirit is telling you, push through, because you're going to find out how strong you are and realize like nobody can come into your energy like that. And I don't want to say that you attract these people or you attract these situations, but when you evolve and you realize that like you aren't going to allow these in your energy anymore, if you like change that energy field, I feel like you're going to start to notice some things, okay? All right, so let's go ahead and just start off with 4 tarot cards for Spirit's message. All right, so we have the 7 of Wands coming out, which is standing your ground. We have the Hierophant coming out. There is Spirit. Ooh, okay, walking away from a situation, and the 4 of Pentacles. Okay. So I feel like Spirit is trying to talk to you about walking away from a situation that you are trying to hold on to, because we're feeling very defensive, very like I'm standing in my corner. And this could be like where Spirit is telling you like, hey, it's time to move on. It's time to let these losses go. You could be looking at a situation right now and you're like, I really don't want to do this, Spirit. Like, this is not what I don't want to walk away from this. I don't want to change my plans. Like, I don't want to do this, right? And you're holding on to this idea or holding on to this thing. And this to me would be something more negative. Not if this is like a goal of yours, but this would be something like a negative energy where something has been let down, something. And you're like very defensive about something, okay? You feel very like backed into a corner, very like I have to like fight for this. And Spirit wants you to let that defensive energy go. Like move on from this like feeling like it's like fight or flight mode, right? Walk away from that. Stop feeling so defensive. Stop holding on to these burdens. Stop holding on to these hurts. Stop holding on to whatever it was that like bothered you. And if you have been thinking about a situation of like walking away, moving on, moving into something new, whether this be job, relationship, mentally, physically, something about moving on. And you're like, you really want to. Spirit is like trying to tell you it's time to move on, but you're like holding on to this so strongly. And for some of you, this might be a relationship where it's like you and a person could have been together, and like maybe you guys are separated now, or maybe you guys are together now and you're feeling really defensive, like I have to fight for this, I have to fight for this, I have to fight. And you feel lonely in this relationship, so why do you want to stay? It's like the love, like I want to hold on to something. There's something you're holding on to, and Spirit's telling you, if you let go of this, and this isn't for everybody, this is just, I'm feeling this strongly. If you let go of this, you're going to open a door to something that you had no idea about. Stop holding on to like these emotional ties that are hurting you, that are making you feel lonely. Like it's like I'm holding on to something. All right, let's pull 4 more cards. Okay, so we have the 2 of Wands coming out. Okay, we have the 10 of Cups moving on. Ooh, and then we have the Ace of Swords coming out. I love that. Oh, wow. And I just wanted to pull. This is about moving on. And okay, let me just clarify. I just want to get one clarifying card if this is, because you have something about moving on. It's like a choice to move forward in life. And so I just want to pull one card about you specifically letting go or moving on from whatever this is. I'm going to pull one card. Yes, we have the Chariot, the victory, the success. Okay, I just wanted to pull one card to clarify. I'm going to move the camera down just a little bit so you guys can see the full cards down here. Okay. So you're feeling very defensive, like very like, I want to hold on to something. I want to do this. And with the Hierophant coming out, this could be like a marriage. Or this could be a relationship. This could be something of the sort. This could be like happiness or home. This could be something in your home space, okay? But it's like you're fighting for this thing, and it's like you're fighting for something where it's like you feel lonely, you feel in a dark place, you feel all of this. You're holding on to an idea of something that was once there, if this, you know what I mean? And that's not a bad thing. I don't want to like be negative or anything, but it's like you're holding on to something that was very good, but it's like now you're in this spot of loneliness. And this could be a situation, this could be moving, this could be anything. This doesn't have to be just a relationship, but it's like this could have been good once, but it's not there anymore. And it's like you have to make the choice to be happy again. You have to make that choice. And it's like once you decide to make that choice, here you are, the Ace of Swords. You have this clarity once you decide to move on. And this could be the hurt that you've held, that you just hold a void to, that you close the door, you don't welcome anything new in. This could be a relationship that it's time to move on from. But it's like it's time to move on from this void, this loneliness that you have here, and walk towards your happiness, towards the success. And don't worry about what people say, outside influences. Like, you know what your heart, your soul is calling you towards. And it's time to go beneath the surface. Like, what is your soul trying to tell you? Get depth. Like, there's something about like beneath the surface, and I feel like you're fighting so hard or standing your ground so strong on a certain thing because things have happened in the past, and Spirit's like, let that go, let it move on, stop holding on to these things, make the choice to be happy, and you will have clarity in a lot of things. I feel like a new situation will transpire for you as far as a relationship, a home, mentally, physically. Like, there's going to be something that comes forward for you that gives you like a new fresh start. And it's like, I need to move forward after like something has been really hard and challenging and just like stressful. Like, it's time for me to move past this into a spot of success and happiness. I really hope that everybody enjoyed their What Does Spirit Have to Say to You? And as always, if you are interested in booking a personal with me, the link to that is in the description box below. I am sending everybody lots of love and light. Take care.